So this past weekend, I hosted a small business pop-up, and one of the conversations that came up amongst the vendors, amongst the small businesses that were taking part of the event, was Etsy versus Shopify for listing your small business products. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why that question just doesn't make sense to me, honestly, and why I think that as a small business owner, whether you're selling handcrafted or vintage items or whatever product you're selling, why saying should I list them in Shopify or Etsy, for me, it's like comparing apples and oranges. Hey, it's Mariella. Welcome back to my channel where I show you all the things that I am implementing to my small business to continue to grow, the things that are working and the things that are not, so you can implement them to your small business or you could learn from my mistakes. So Etsy versus Shopify for your small business website, and why I think it's like comparing apples and oranges. Okay, so what is Etsy? Etsy, it's essentially an e-commerce site where you can go and kind of open up your own store and list your items. So personally, when I think of Etsy, I think about Amazon, right? Amazon, let's say as a consumer, you go to Amazon to find whatever you're shopping, but you are purchasing, or you might be purchasing from like a lot of different vendors, right? So Etsy is like the same thing. You as a small business can go and create your own store, and the way shoppers will find you is because they go to Etsy to look at all the different variety that is available across different vendors, right? One being your small business. And as a small business in Etsy, you are competing against other small businesses that have the same type of... Crusher, you're moving the camera. Sorry, that was my dog stretching. And as a small business on Etsy, you are competing with other small businesses that are selling similar products. So essentially, you're always competing with other small businesses, and you're always trying to figure out how to rank higher by using Etsy's SEO or search engine optimization tools. And what is Shopify? So Shopify is essentially an online software tool that allows you to easily open your own online store or your own website for your small business, so then you can, create your own website, list your products, and then people that want to buy from you can go to your website and buy from you. Now, how is that absolutely different than Etsy? It is absolutely different because with Shopify, you're creating your own website, that is going to be sitting on the World Wide Web, whereas with Etsy, you are opening a store within the Etsy e-commerce platform. So essentially, they both serve the purpose that people can find your products and buy them online, but it is completely different because Shopify, you literally have your own website. You're technically not competing with other small businesses on the same site, because people that go into your Shopify website specifically go to look at your products, whereas with Etsy, you are sharing the platform with other small businesses. Another thing to keep in mind is also that with Etsy, you are being fed an audience, because people specifically go to Etsy to search, like let's say someone goes to Etsy to search for handcrafted soap. So they look up handcrafted soap, and then a bunch of small businesses come up, and one of them is yours. Then, Etsy is pretty much feeding you that traffic of people that are coming to the site to look for soap. Whereas with Shopify, it's your own website, so you are the one that have to feed it the traffic, usually through like Facebook ads or Pinterest ads, or whatever kind of ads, or some sort of marketing, Instagram influencers or whatever kind of influencers. But which you can also do with Etsy. You can also generate your own traffic to send to your Etsy shop. But pretty much what I'm saying is, if you list your items on Etsy, Etsy is going to feed you an audience, where like with Shopify, you have to find the audience for your Shopify store. So there you have to figure out ways to feed it traffic. So yeah, those are some of the reasons why I think saying should I start a small business on Etsy or Shopify, it's kind of like comparing apples and oranges. And with that said, why not have both? If you are starting a small business, again, let's say handcrafted soap, You can absolutely list it on Etsy, and you can absolutely also open your own shop or open your own website using Shopify. Because again, Etsy is going to already be feeding you traffic that are going into their platform to look up for handcrafted soaps. So people can discover your products on Etsy, but if they really love your product moving forward, they can also come and shop from your website. So I absolutely think that if you're starting a small business, there is no harm in doing both. I personally do both for my small business. I have it both on Etsy and I have my own website on Shopify. So whenever I run Facebook ads or any kind of ads that I'm generating my own traffic, I send them to my Shopify website. But Etsy, it's also generating me sales from their platform. And then I usually just send whatever sales, I send those customers like a coupon or something like, hey, your next purchase, do it from my website, my Shopify website, you know? So I didn't really get into like the cost of each because I didn't want to make that the point of this video, like, oh, go with Etsy because, you know, it does this for you, or go with Shopify because on Shopify you don't have to pay the platform a commission like you do with Etsy. I didn't really want to get into that because that's not really the point of this video. The point of this video is that you can start a small business selling whatever kind of products, and you should do your due diligence and list your items on all the platforms possible that you can, that is going to get your products in front of an audience. So if you started off your small business doing Etsy listings, and then you saw that your small business was growing, and then you were like, okay, cool, let me now create my own website, you absolutely should create your own website using Shopify or whatever other platform that allows you to create your own website. But that doesn't mean that you should close down your Etsy shop if it's still going to be generating you sales, you know, because by closing down your Etsy shop, you're literally losing the audience that specifically want to shop from Etsy. So like your website should be replacing your Etsy shop, but there is no reason why you should close down your Etsy shop and lose out on those sales. Even though, yeah, you're still paying Etsy commission for those sales, but those are sales that you would have not otherwise gotten if your items were not listed on Etsy. So that is my spiel on Shopify versus Etsy. Like I said, for me, apples and oranges, you should be listing your small business items in every possible platform. My small business items are listed on Etsy. I have my own Shopify website, and they're also on other platforms like Amazon and any other platform that I find out where I could sell my small business product. It is listed there because it is always a potential for finding new customers. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something new. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm, and also please be sure to smash that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on my next video. Oh, and also make sure to follow on Instagram. All right, bye.